Hey guys, hope everyone's well with all this stuff that's happening around the world. I just want to make a quick video to let you know what's been happening. Got some new goals that I want to hit, a little bit about myself and where my vision of this channel is going to go. So start off with, a couple of my little goals. I'm going to be growing my beard out, my hair, start going to the gym and getting some fit, some Viking strong. Um, Keep going with my mental toughness and recovering from all my PTSD, depression, anxiety. I want to start promoting mental health and getting people out there talking to the right people and seeking help when they need it. I want to spend some more quality time with family and have a lot of fun along the way. So a little bit of history about myself. Name's Luke. Everyone calls me Artie. Grew up in what I thought was normal household. Parents really good. Dad was in the army, so obviously we moved around a lot. Didn't stay in one place for more than 3 years until we got up to Townsville in '97. So played a lot of sport when I was older, mainly baseball. Still play baseball today. Yes, as you can see by my hat, Indians fan. You know, did all my high school up in Townsville, and then once I got out, joined the Navy. I wanted to follow in Dad's footstep. Joined the Navy as a cook. That didn't last long. I was medical discharged for sleepwalking, which actually wasn't the case, but I had a girlfriend at the time that told my captain that I was sleepwalking, so I got medical discharged. I tried to fight it, but didn't really have any backing from a hierarchy or my peers, so I just bit the bullet and just took the discharge. Next 2 years was probably the worst I've ever been. In that relationship, very abusive. Used to get hit, kicked, yelled, abusive both physically and mentally and verbally. Was there for 2 years, lost myself. Didn't see my family that often, didn't see my friends for 3 years. It was a very dark place for me. Finally was able to leave and, start to try to find myself. But unfortunately, I went into a pretty bad way, very depressed. At one stage, I actually tried to commit suicide. Luckily, it was a failed attempt, which I saw as a sign to snap out of it, that it wasn't meant to be, that I was here for something more. So I started getting my life back on track. I opened up to family about what's happened over the last few years. Decided to go reapply for the military. I was able to get into the army as a medic, which I did for 8 years. Loved it. It took me all over Australia and went on deployment. But due to the army, I was able to get posted to Toowoomba, where I actually met my lovely wife Crystal. And as of December this year, we'll be married for 10 years, which is awesome. We've got a little son who's 4 this year, Roman. But, after we got married, we got posted up to Townsville and got deployed to Timor-Leste, part of TLAG with 5AV. Loved it over there. Did my job. Saw some pretty fucked up shit over there, but it wasn't too bad at the time. I thought I was dealing with it all right. Still good when I got home, and then I had to go for soldier surgery. Left shoulder kept on dislocating, subluxing, wasn't stopping. Had to go for surgery. After 10 months of my rehab, everything came undone and had to go for a second surgery, which wasn't good. It was starting to eat away at my mental health. I wasn't sleeping well, constantly in pain. But probably all came to a head in November 2013, just before my second surgery. Had a car, I was given some medication, had an adverse reaction to it and blacked out doing 80 k's down the road. I was actually quite lucky that I didn't actually hit anyone else. I went across the road and hit a light pole, hit a raised driveway, launched the car in the air, which was a Ford Ranger, which I had a bull bar, which saved my life. But I missed the car by probably a metre, what spectators have told me. So, very lucky that I didn't actually kill anyone or myself. After that, that's when my mental health really started thing, and that's when I started getting some bad dreams, flashbacks on something that happened over in Timor. I'm not going to get into too much at the moment. And that's how my PTSD started. Long road from there. Got medical discharge in 2015 due to my shoulder and my mental health, and trying to recovering since. I've had my dark days and I've had my good days. I have to put a shout out to Mates for Mates. It's a non-profit organisation to help out veterans like myself. If it wasn't for them, I don't know where I'll be. They pulled me out a very dark hole when I first got out, and did everything with them. Was there pretty much every day. Did equine therapy with them. I was able to travel to PNG and go to Kokoda track with them, which was one of my bucket lists. And this is where this is all really started from, was when I started training for Kokoda 2 years ago. So after I got back from Kokoda, had a little bit of a relapse. It just didn't feel right where I was. I couldn't feel a sense of worth and who I was. So me and the wife decided to make the big decision to pack up everything and move down to Toowoomba. We always felt that was our home. That's where we met, where we got married. So, didn't have a job, or the wife didn't have a job, had a young son, nowhere to live. We just bit the bullet, packed up, went and stayed with family on the sunny coast for a couple of weeks until we found a house. And then, finally moved to Toowoomba. And that's when everything started coming up trumps for us. It was really good. Crystal got an awesome job, which she's still in after 2 years, which is really good. She's up to supervisor, which is awesome. Was able to get debt free, able to buy a house, which I always wanted to do. Nice 7.5 acre property. Last year I've been slowly getting better with my mental health and my PTSD, where I'm at to a stage now where I want to transform what I'm feeling inside to my outside, and my appearance, and just my health and my just how I see the world and see life, and go out there and get what I want. So so that's just a bit quick history. My vision for my channel, my pages, one main one is going to be promote mental health. I believe heavily on this. We're having too many suicides per year, not just in here in Australia but around the world. It's not gender specific. This happens to everyone. So that's my main thing that I want to work on. Also, I'm going to record my transformation from what I am right now and what I've been in the past to, my vision for the future. And I hope everyone will, keep in touch and, follow me on my journey. And, I just connected with the Beard Struggle company, became a brand Viking, so I'm an ambassador for them. So I've been growing my beard out. I want to get pretty long, and using their product to help along the way. Great company, great group of brothers in there. They're helping me out, really good. A lot of good advice, and so I'm hoping to grow that bit more and get to know all my Viking brothers a bit better in the group. So that's pretty much it, guys. Stay tuned. I'll be doing at least, my plan is to have at least a video a week. possibly two, one for my transformation and then one talking about mental health. So stay tuned. We'll get it going. So thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys around. Cheers.